Hello everyone, welcome back to Solasta Crown of the Magister. We rejoin our heroes in this cave that was full of trolls, and now we hope to at least survive long enough to pick through whatever might have been left here. Let's start with this corpse on the ground right in front of us. There is a love letter. Well, that's gonna pay for all of our expenditures for sure. Cannot be dropped. I guess it's just a plot item and not something to be read. New quest started. Deliver the letter. Who's that for? I don't see it here. Deal with a bully. Love story. For the people. You found a letter on the corpse in the spider cave in the swamp. Talk to its addressee in the city. Alright, well that'll be simple enough when we get back to the city. There's a corpse up there. Let's send the rogue up. They'll be able to climb and squeeze and anything else they might need to, I'm sure. A crafting manual maul of smashing and a primed maul. Well, that's almost like they want us to make a maul, isn't it? Close that. Take the maul. Crafting. Maul of smashing. A simple yet effective enchanted maul. Just a +1 maul. Nothing more interesting than that, but you know. It is what it is. It would be good for skeletons and the like, I must concede. Right, what else do we have in this place? Because I just don't want to see more trolls, really. That's my biggest wish. Should we get cautious, just in case? I think we're fine. There's some roots. I'm hoping I'm not going to be ambushed by root monsters. Some lichen. What else do we have? Is there anything up here? In the darkness? A chest, perhaps? Yes. Scoot around the hard bits. Everything's going to be fine. Another one. This one's covered in cobwebs. This time, a crafting manual belt of the Barbarian King. And a Tunnels and Trolls document. Hasdrubal. During our last patrol, we spotted some trolls entering the big caves. There were too many for us to fight, so we waited and watched. They seemed ready to settle down there, and one of my scouts swears that there were some young trolls among them. As the caves are near one of our main routes, this spells trouble. Please send reinforcements immediately. We'll make sure we bring lots of torches and oil. We'll need them. Oh boy. Alright, what was the... We just read about a belt, didn't we? Crafting. Belts. Belt of regeneration. Activate this belt to regenerate 5 HP per round for 1 minute as long as you are wearing and attuned to the belt. This belt can be used once per day. That sounds kind of good, but this belt... Belt of the Barbarian King. A relic from the ancient wildlands of Tamar, the magical belt gives the wearer 19 con. Well, that is very similar to what our wizard is wearing, isn't it? We can't see because we're not currently them. Over here we have amulet set score to 19 con. So those two things seem to be about the same, but of course one is just a recipe. Wizard, stay out of the way. You're only going to get yourself hurt because you are the frail one in this group, really. That's why you're wearing the frickin' belt that gives you con. Right, let's grab these roots. And then, is there one up here? There is. Don't think we've seen that one yet. And that looks like the last of it, so I don't think we're going to be suddenly and disastrously attacked in here. Lord knows I hope we're not. A Tear of Tiamar. I bet that is a exciting crafting ingredient. Right, let's just check the map. Seems that we have had everything here. So let's gather the full party and get back out to the entryway. So we have a laundry list of quests at the moment. What I'd really like first is a long rest. Because we are really, really out of spells at the moment. But we should be able to get over to the Forge camp with relative safety, right? It's right there. Yes. Right, the other thing we can do is... there is a locked chest still around here. This one. So, if we come into our inventory here, we have the Chime of Opening. Cast Knock on this. We can now get this chest that I had long forgotten about. We have a Dangerous Guest, a Heavy Crossbow, and 5 darts. What is this letter about now? Giants are too powerful to be left wandering around, and besides, this one knows the location of our camp. Capture the creature and keep it in chains until further notice. Well, that is a bland development, isn't it? Right, let's take a moment to check the board, see if there's anything we've missed. Swamp. What have we missed from the swamp, eh? Nothing? Alright then. And let's go to see Hanno, because Hanno should be able to trade with us. That board is not playing ball. Please trade me your things. We've broken the game. Somebody else. Can somebody else speak with Hanno? There we go, right. Reorder everything. Do I need... actually, I'm sure we don't have any spell slots left, do we? I'm wondering if I'm going to accidentally send off anything magical, but... seems unlikely for what we're looking at. Keep all the potions and letters. One of those belts we just saw needs... black bear pelts or similar, so we'll hold on to all of that stuff. I wish I could order by weight just to see what exactly is really weighing us down here. 238, that must be mostly armor, right? One of those armors is incredibly expensive. Let me just see. Ritual cast, identify. On this scale armor, I think. Is it just scale armor is expensive, or is there something special here? Nothing more found on scale armor. And this armor is the only two we were holding. 14 for 2. 15 for 2. Medium plate. Scale armor. Don't know why that was worth so much money, unless it was the half plate, which I don't think it was, but we can check for 10 minutes. Because otherwise it would be like magnificent armor or whatever, right? Yeah, alright. I'm assuming, yeah, we do not have any spell slots. Let's just trade off a bunch of this stuff then. I want arrows and bolts. I don't need extra shields. I probably don't need 20 Abyss Moss now that we've got one giant full stack. Same with the Deep Root Lichen. Obviously, we need to keep the Dryad Head. Getting far more strange and interesting crafting components now, though. Primed chainmail we might be able to do something with eventually. What I really want is some bags of holding, just so that I could really, really hoard everything. Don't need any of that. Don't need to get rid of any of that, I don't think. Definitely forgot to click conclude here for my 5 copper. We're actually doing really well on cash at the moment, which is nice. Crafting manual, Maul of the Destroyer. Wand of Blight. Wand of Blight sounds great. Blight is an incredible spell. Let's buy that for 168 gold. Amulet of Pure Souls. Braces of Storms. Alright, I'm going to read these. We might be able to make something really cool soon. Scroll of Greater Restoration. We don't have any Scrolls of Revivify left, and we need some diamonds, but I didn't see any here. The Crystal of Winter. Yeah, this is not the place for that, it seems. Let's read these recipes. And then if we really want to, we're going to have to start looking out for some of these specific ingredients that we might want. Obviously, we can have proficiency in crafting, but unless we have the stuff we need, there's going to be a lot of stuff here that we can't make. Oil of Acuteness going into a lot of these things. Bracer of the Storms. Resistance to lightning damage. Fair enough. What else did we learn? Oh, this is going to be a nightmare to find the most recent stuff, isn't it? Wand of Thorns. Wand of Blight was on that list. A creation of the infamous Marathon Circle Necromancers and of Imperial times, this one can cast Blight once per day. Requires attunement, short rest, Wizard, Cleric, Paladin, Ranger, Sorcerer, Druid. DC 17, 48 hours, but I think it's something worth having. So let's start. We have a primed wand. We have 2 of these things, so I don't think there are any other ones that we would sooner rather have. Cast Wall of Thorns once per day. That would be a good area control spell. But we don't have a Diamond of Eli. Elay? So let's get a Wand of Blight going. Wizard, Cleric, Paladin, Ranger, Druid, Sorcerer. So any spellcaster in the game that's just not basically a fighter or a rogue, I think. It's going to be 48 hours. Do you want anyone else crafting anything while we're getting that done? I'll take another potion of superior healing. That would be nice to have. Potion of heroism. Is that the 1d4 and everything? 10 temporary hit points, 1d4 on attacks, 1d4 on saves. I'll get another of those. And are you actually capable of doing much? Corrosive arrows? Do you fight with a crossbow or a longbow? Crossbow. Then why not get 5 corrosive bolts going? Alright, we're going to take a long rest. And then we might take a couple just to kind of cycle through that time. Because we can. There's no rush to be anywhere specific at the moment, as I understand it. Yes, we would love to long rest. So that's 13 hours of waiting, which will impact the crafting. As long as we pass the checks that we're trying to do for those crafts. We don't need to attune or change anything at this time. How close are we to our next level? Still a quarter of the way back. We need another about 1500 experience, so a ways away yet. We're going to wait for 24 hours, or 16 hours here and 8 hours of resting. That's 16 hours they sit around crafting, basically, which is what we wanted. So that's the 3 easier ones done. We can get them going again on crafting. Now we got lots of potions of heroism, potions of speed available, don't we? This gives us haste. Doesn't tell me for how... duration 1 minute, yeah. So let's get that going. And down here... Potion of climbing, antitoxin. Advantage on constitution saves. I don't think I need that. Potion of climbing. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Spider climb. I think I'd rather just have more potions of heroism. These are going to be some things to really hold on to in encounters to come, when I really should remember to do more of the things that are better suited for preparing well in difficult situations. Because, oh boy, fights are hard sometimes, and I should be better prepared. We haven't made any magic items yet, so we have nothing to attune to. Let's see how Jaina's crafting is coming along. Halfway there. 22 more hours, and each hour we get to make one check on a DC 17. So we could wait 2 more days. Have we been eating our food? I guess we only eat food the first time, don't we? Just hundreds and hundreds of checks. Alright, we'll get on the road, because it's going to be a bit more interesting. Shall we just head back to the city? We've got a head collector to do. We can do this love story. I think that's a reasonable thing to go and head out for. We can also see about getting any ingredients or other supplies that we want with our cash. There's the new buried city. So this quest is just the witch hunt, which we're holding off on for a bit. So Caer Hiflid has a bunch of stuff going on in it. Let's go do that. Shall we go slowly? I think we shall. We've got spells for food, and so we can afford the slower pace, and it gives us an extra time to craft. Bjorn cast the Create Food spell, provides food for the whole party. Combat encounters, Spectres, Spectral Avenger, Spectral Spiders, and a Badland Wraith. I think we could take this. What time is it? 11 AM? Hasdrubal is aware. Let's see if we can take this fight on, get some XP. Right, are they surprised? Yes. That's really good. I approve of that. But if I get them all to stand here and then push a log on them, that would be great. So we've got Spider, Avenger, Spider. Where's the rest? Not behind us. There's a Wraith up there and another Spectral Spider. Sad part is we currently cannot get in range for melee attacks, which would obviously be our preference on our opening turn. Do we know much about these creatures? No. Is the swift answer to that. What's this one? Light sensitive. This disadvantage by light. Creatures attack rolls of disadvantage. Disadvantage on dex saving throws. Disadvantage on wisdom saving throws. That's really good. I like that. Alright, since we can't go anywhere, let's get a bless going on Unsen, Hasdrubal, ourselves, and Bjorn. And then I'm going to come up this way, try and get the height against those two that are on the ground. 3. There's another one in the house, isn't there? Now, Unsen can cunning action dash. Which is not going to be enough to get up here to fight. And there's nowhere we can hide either, really, which is a shame. So I think we're just going to dash up to here and be ready to attack on the next round after this group of surprises. I mean, we could range attack. It's not going to do us any harm to do so.
Got ya.
Right, they are resistant to regular piercing damage. It's no fun for us. First turn here. Gonna run up to just there because I can see the Badlands Wraith up here, and we'll cast ourselves a spiritual weapon. And that spiritual weapon is gonna just take a little free swing. Good. Do we get the extra bless on that? I can't tell. Then we have a main action. We can cast a cantrip with it. This guy has disadvantage on his dex saves. Still makes it though. And we'll take one step over just to get a little bit closer to this cliff that we're going to climb. Jaina. Push ourselves over to here. And then we're going to cast ourselves a little haste on Golric. Keep ourselves out of the way. And Hasdrubal is just going to dash up here. Right, they've made it across. We can end our turn. They're just going to go, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I'm also surprised. Hey, I'm surprised too. Hey, I'm surprised fifth. So now there's like actual threat, but I think we'll be okay. We're going to run over to here. Now with our plus 1d4 on Bless and our extra attack from Haste. Let's see how we go. Plus 12. Pretty good going. Since we're attacking so many times, I will bother to crit fish for a bit.
Not bad, eh?
So, hey, 3 strong attacks there. Unsen, put the bow away and come and join over here. Plus 13 for a 30 on our attack roll. Very good. We can not see that target, which is fine because we're about to climb up higher anyway. Now we can see the target for our spiritual weapon. Solid 12 damage. And I'm worried that these guys are going to have half cover behind us. I will get a Spirit Guardians going in a minute. But let's just see what we can do here. We do have Bless. We haven't learnt the specific AC yet. Let's go after the other Avenger here. 31. It's going to be a hit for sure. Now, Jaina, I don't want to be too in the fray because she's concentrating on haste. And if haste goes down, Golric is going to miss an entire turn because of the lethargy that comes over them. But how many could we fit in a fireball here? Just 2, really. So, if we're only hitting 2, we might as well not be able to hit anything with a shatter down there or in there. Alright then. Next best thing. Scorching Ray. Let's just go 3 into the spider. 868. Pretty good going. And I'm actually going to push... These things are going to have to climb up. I guess the spiders probably have spider climb, but we don't want to be the thing most threatened when they all come along. Hasdrubal. Where are we going to put ourselves? Yeah, I guess. Some risk of being shoved down, but I think we'll be okay. Hitting on a 16 is lovely. Missing on a 12. Had to happen eventually. We'll put ourselves over there and end our turn. Spiders are up. Right, looks like they're going for the regular stairs. A little pain, but nothing too much to worry about. Lovely disadvantage attack there in the sunlight. And an incredible nat 1 to match. Alright, so I think we're just going to keep going after the nearly dead one. 14. Nice to hit on a 14.
You have them now.
I think we're going to be okay. We'll probably smite one there. Just to really get this thing down into its nearly dead state. We don't know exactly how much HP this thing has. But Bjorn... probably going to be able to get a Spirit Guardians up shortly. So, in that case, let's come and damage this spider. Attack on an ally. Yes, I didn't think... Oh, of course, I completely forgot about them. Completely forgot about them. Let's try and get this spider going. That's nearly one dead spider, isn't it? Bjorn. Just try and kill this spider with the spiritual weapon, please. I love it when a plan comes together. Right, then we're going to push into... Yeah. And cast ourselves Spirit Guardians. Encompass the lot, who will start their turns in this area. And then get our shield out for more AC. End our turn. Jaina. Let's see, there's another spider down here. Not doing very much. We're presumably going to take a long rest very soon. So... we don't have to worry too much. Oh, they resist fire. Lovely. Don't have to worry too much about being super specific with how we go about attacking. Let's go after this spider.
Well done.
There's one. There's two. Bless doing great work. Missing on a 12. Great shame. Spiders are up. This one's probably coming for the rogue. Not even. 16 radiant damage there. Yes, take an attack of opportunity. Good.
Again.
Yeah, go on then. Yeah, go on. They're dead. This one only took 4 points of radiant damage, and I'm mad about it. 7 is not much better. Golric takes a big hit, but now we can just reposition ourselves, and everything's going to be great. I'm going to go with the same hopes that the Guardians will be the ones to kill the Badlands Wraith that stood there, if we don't get the job done sooner. extra action. I'm going to save a spell slot just for an extra detect magic before bed. Unsen, go after the spider, please. Oh, the spiritual weapon doesn't count as an ally. Miscalculation on my part. Love smashing spiders, and we're just going to push ourselves in with our orb of danger for everything else. And why not just spend our main action hitting that guy with a mace?
You'll die like the rest.
Jaina. Just the two of them remaining, isn't it? Let's go with a really big magic missile into the spider. That should be us without anything else to worry about. Unfortunately, Hasdrubal isn't going to make it to the spider, which is a great shame. Crits the Wraith, though, just for good form. And the spider's dead too. That is 1,000 XP for that fight. So, just another 1,100 more. Let's see what bits of magnesium and the like we get. A sapphire is lovely. Anything else around? There's trees, but I don't see any containers. Are we looking for a fireplace, or are we looking for the magical rectangle? Magical rectangle it is. Just quickly cast a detect magic for me.
Messiah, Devo, Oculus.
Anything we're missing in our inventories that we weren't aware of? I know about the +1 arrows. Nothing else there. Don't see any question marks here. What is this one? Scroll of detect poison and disease. Not super interesting. Nothing fresh there. Nothing fresh here. All right. Let's get back on the road then, shall we? I guess we could... Why put this here if I can't do it not during a short rest? We'll take a short rest just because we'll get back some arcane recovery. We can get back a channel divinity over there. We'll heal up here because we can. Arcane recovery, a 3rd level spell slot. And we're back off. God, it's weird just watching 5 creatures all exist within one another at the same time. There's some horrible jokes to be made there, I'm sure. Let's go to the main entrance. No idea how we're finding this person who wants the love letter, but I'm sure they'll have an exclamation mark over their head, won't they? Right, show me the map. Alright, we can just go see the town crier. Hello.
I can't believe she's dead.
Okay, that was simple enough for 150 XP. Who else do we have? The Drunken Bully. I don't want to deal with that just yet because it's like a, do we kill them, do we not? Can we teleport into the building? We can. We have a head to give away. Oh, an Amulet of Pure Souls. Hold on. What is an Amulet of Pure Souls? It was Goldrick that received it, wasn't it? Are we holding on to it? Holy Symbol Belt. Amulet of Pure Souls. Resistance to necrotic damage. Damage is halved. Disadvantage on charisma checks. Charisma checks? Said to have been crafted of Aldebert Sunblaze himself, this amulet gives its wearer resistance to necrotic damage, increases lawfulness, and gives disadvantage to deception checks. I mean, I don't know how likely we are to come across necrotic damage as a big problem, but, you know, it's there. We can always sell it. Right, we've given the head. Meet with Orinetis. Why does Orinetis want to see us now? That's not either of these quest lines. Meet with Orinetis. The Lord Protector requires your services. Okay. Well, if they want more of our services, I think that can wait until next time. But for now, thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you're enjoying the series, please do consider subscribing or hitting that like button. If you have any questions or comments, you can put those down below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.